Hey everyone, I'm Ellen here at etrailer.com, and we're going to be taking a quick look at the CURT Grip Step. This is going to be a hitch-mounted step to allow you to get better access and better reach to maybe some roof-mounted accessories, whether you're putting up some gear in a roof box or a roof basket, maybe putting on a bike rack or a kayak or something like that, so it helps you to get a little bit more leverage getting in there. Or maybe if you're putting this on a truck, it just helps you to get into your truck without having to take down the tailgate, and just gives you a little bit of an easier access in there. This does have a drop to it, so it does work really well for taller vehicles or lifted vehicles to help bridge that gap. It's made out of a rugged aluminum construction for the step, and then the shank is made out of steel, so it should be nice and durable, but this being aluminum is going to keep it relatively lightweight, so it's not super heavy to put into your hitch or take back out. And it does come with a hitch pin and clip, so that makes it easy to get it installed right off the bat. You don't have to worry about picking up an extra hitch pin and clip to use this. So let's take a little closer look and talk about some more of the details, and I'll give you some measurements towards the end. So you can see this is going to be that expanded metal design. Really has a lot of grip and texture to this plate, so helps to allow any dirt or snow to fall through and not get bound up on here. Definitely gives you a no slip surface for your shoes to really bite in, or for this to really bite into any treads on your shoes. So it should be a really sturdy step. It's nice and wide too, so you can definitely have 2 feet up here and feel really nice and sturdy on the step without feeling like you're rickety or you have to kind of tiptoe on 1 foot. You can definitely have a nice, pretty wide stance here. Whenever you assemble this, you can kind of offset it from center, but I think it's going to work best as it is, centered on the shank. That's really what it's meant to do. It's not really meant to be offset, but you could maybe play with that a little bit, but just be aware that as you push it to one side or the other, you might compromise the overall integrity because it's not really meant to do that. So just something to keep in mind there. This shank does fit into a 2-inch by 2-inch hitch, so pretty standard on a lot of vehicles, pretty common hitch size these days. And again, this is going to be made out of sturdy steel. Both are covered with a nice powder coat to keep them looking nice over the time. And then on the ends, we'll have these caps to kind of complete everything, round off the edges, and keep it from being sharp or anything that's going to whack you in the shins or anything like that. Those end caps are made of plastic as well, so shouldn't be anything that's too rough on you if you happen to bump into it. Now, as promised, some measurements. So going from end to end, it looks like this step is about 24.5 inches wide. So again, nice wide base to have a pretty wide stance on the step, and then it's about 7 inches deep. The drop going from the top of the shank or the inside top edge of the hitch pin or of the hitch receiver tube to the top of the step gives us a drop of about 4 inches. So from our hitch down to the top of the step, we've got about a 4-inch drop there. There are 2 hitch pin holes to use with this. You can kind of adjust the distance out. The distance between them, center to center, is 2 inches. I have this just kind of pushed into here, but pull it out a little bit, you can kind of see that second hitch pin. So there's the second one there. So the distance between them is 2 inches. If we go from the center of that hitch pin to the outermost portion of the step, to this closest one, it's 11.5 inches. If we go to the second one, it's 13.5 inches. So just some numbers to think about as far as clearance. Give you one last measurement here. From that hitch pin hole to the closest part that would actually cause contact, it's roughly 2 3/4 inches, or be 5 3/4 inches, or 4 3/4 inches to that second hole. This is intended to only be used in the drop position, so really shouldn't have too much issue with this running into anything. Be pretty surprised if you had any clearance issues there, but some hitches do have pretty tight clearances around them. This plate measures about 4 3/4 inches across, so just another dimension to give you just in case. all in all, pretty easy to put this guy together. Just takes a couple hand tools. This plate is sandwiched between the inner plate and then another plate that goes on top of the shank mount, so makes it pretty easy. A couple screws hold on those caps at the end, so just a couple hand tools to get this installed. It is covered by a limited lifetime warranty, and that's really about all there is to it for our look at the CURT Grip Step. I hope this has been helpful in deciding if this is the right one for you. There is another grip step from CURT that just comes straight out of the shank, so if you don't want that drop, that is also an option that you can find here at etrailer.com, so check it out if you're interested. But I'm Ellen here at eTrailer, and thanks for watching.